Okay, so today is October the 29th, and I am first just going to show the vocab. The kids will have had plenty of time to get it in class. Don't stress. It's okay. I'll put it back up in a minute. This is the notes we did. They were filling in the vocab at the beginning of class. And if you're not finished, I'll put it up when we go to classwork homework. I promise. This is not even on this week's test. It is actually not, or this week's quiz. It's on next week's test. So you got time, is what I'm getting at. Okay. We are actually going to start down here. We just talked about expressions do not have equal signs. The equations that we do will have equal signs. Okay. Evaluate, to me, just means solve it. Figure it out, okay? Now, first off, here we go. The order of operations. We have the cute saying, I say the word please, excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now, I would jot that on my paper, especially if you're new to this or don't remember it. Now I'm going to give you some little tips or things, I guess. The P stands for please, and it means for parentheses. Anything in parentheses or brackets you're going to do first. Okay. E is for exponents. Exponents are honestly something like 4 to the third power. Like that little number is an exponent. Now, when doing exponents, I'm going to put a little note over here. And I need you to all watch real quick. So I'm going to jot it up here at the top. 4 to the third power really means what? Right. 4 times 4 times 4. Be careful. It is the base multiplied that many times, the exponent amount of times. 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. So that exponent is 64. I'm just kind of putting that up there as a little hint. Okay, here is the tricker. And today's basic, the stuff we're doing, if you don't do this right, you will get them wrong. Okay, listen. It is multiply or divide from left to right. Multiply or divide. Whatever you hit first, from left to right. Left to right. Then, once you get rid of all that, it is add or subtract from left to right. Okay. The or is the part that a lot of us forget. Okay, so I'm going to kind of show you. Here we go. So, looking at this number 1 here, what should we do first? What should we do first? 15 minus 7, which is 8. Now, 8 is my one new answer. I need to copy everything else. I need you to slow down and make sure you copy everything else. Okay, so what should I do next? Multiply or divide, right? But listen, your brain needs to be doing this. Multiply or divide, multiply or divide, multiply or divide, multiply or divide, multiply. You have to do that one first because it's what you hit first from left to right. So 64 divided by 8 is 8. Now bring down the rest of it. Now I would do, what's next? Multiply is the last step of the multiply or divide. So that'd be 16 And 16 minus 9? 7. Okay. Listen, notice one new number, I'm going to call it per row. That is it. Okay, number 2, what should we do first? 4 to the 3rd power. Yeah, the parentheses are first. But in the parentheses, if there's exponents, you got to do those first. 4 to the 3rd power is 64. We kind of already worked that out. It's kind of silly, but that's okay. Listen, that should be the only new number on that step. We also don't get rid of parentheses yet because we're not done with everything inside them. Now, 64 divided by 2. 32. Bring down everything else. Okay. What is next? Times 5. Yes, 32 times 5. Which is 160. My math. Yes. Bring down the rest of it. Now, add or subtract. Add or subtract, add or subtract, add or subtract. This is first. Add or subtract. This is first. So we get 173 minus 17.
156.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I don't want to open my mouth because I felt like, let's see. Yes, that is right. And I know I'm having to put it off to the side, but now, so you are doing the steps of order of operations. Now listen, this last part is kind of an introduction to what we're doing tomorrow. All it is they want you, if you look at this thing, it says an art supply store sells posters for $9 each and picture frames for $15 each. Okay. Write an expression. Listen, expression, numbers. For right now, write an expression for the total cost of 6 posters and 6 frames. So what would the math problem be? What would the expression be? 6 times 9 plus
15 times 6.
Yep. 6 times 15 or 15 times 6. So if we need the total cost, we're going to work it out. 6 times 9 is 54. 6 times 15?
30, 300.
Slow down, slow down. 90? Plus 54 is 144. 144 what? Dollars. Listen, we will work on words to math problems more as the week goes on. This was just kind of an introduction to it, to be honest. Okay. Now, flip it over and you will see this is the actual classwork homework. Most kids that have worked hard have totally finished it in class. Please be working on it right now. Please, please, please. If you need to fill in vocab, I'm going to put it up. Let me first show the vocab or the order of operations. You can do this on notebook paper or you can do this on here. My only problem is when you get to the last ones, I am kind of worried that you may not have enough room. Maybe if you write small enough. Okay. Here is the vocab. If anybody needs it one last time, I'm going to leave it up here Please finish this vocab though, because to be honest, this is the only day it'll be up here. Okay, so finish the back of this worksheet for homework. Thank you. Tomorrow we will check all the answers.